in just then for the one and only from Korea, that is Psy. Get your snaps, guys. Psy is back in his house. Welcome back to Singapore. Welcome back to Singapore. This is not your first time, and all your fans are here. They've come back for more. Can you believe it? Does it still blow your mind? Isn't it amazing how many fans you have here?
And honestly, this is social media award, right? But before Gangnam Style, I honestly didn't have any idea about social media at all. And literally, I was really not good at that kind of computer gigs, Yeah. And after all the things have been changed, and then I started Twitter, Facebook, using YouTube and everything. So to be invited this kind of award, I'm not that kind of digitalized person, so it's kind of, shame to me,
Well, it's new to a lot of people, which is why, the guys at Star Count have set up the social media awards, because it creates more awareness. Your fans, had it not been for the likes of YouTube, still got the record, man, still over 1 billion hits. People wouldn't know you. People out in America wouldn't know you. How important do you think for young people today is social media? Is it very important?
Well, yeah, of course it's very important, but we should think it that way, if we are saying something online and offline, and online, what I thought was it's not the real, but these days it's pretty much real. So it's changing very rapidly these days, and nowadays, me myself, within that 10 months, I've been changing a lot, and I'm depending on and relying on social media a lot, and I kind of monitor all the things and all the opinions from social media. So to the young people, of course, everything is too addicted is not good, but still it's very important, platform and tool these days.
Absolutely. Absolutely right. Okay, you guys listen, I know that you're itching to ask some questions. Josh, I know you are, man. So anybody else has any questions for Psy right now? We'll do like 2, 3, or 4 questions for Psy. He's here right now, so put up your hands if you got the questions for him. Whoa, yeah, oh, okay, let's go with you right here. I'll pass you my mic, I'm closest. There you go.
Hi, I'm Erica from Razor TV, and I would like to know...
Turn up your volume, please?
Sure. How is this? Okay.
That's good.
Right, so I just want to ask you, for your follow-up single to Gangnam Style, Gentlemen, why did you decide to use a dance that wasn't original and use that as the main basis for your song?
Yeah, so Gangnam Style, that horsey dance was originated from me, and with Gentlemen, that dance was originated from Korean, K-pop girl group called Brown Eyed Girls. You might know them. And the reason why I did that was right after the track was done, I, automatically started to dance that dance by Brown Eyed Girls. And what I thought was, if it is so, why don't I monitor to my other friends? And I monitored several times, and what do you think? What do you get from this track? And they all say that Brown Eyed Girls dance. So, literally we couldn't think about anything else with that track. So that track was so suitable with that dance move. And the second thing was, a lot of K-pop singers, they are all of them are my really pretty good friends, and they are really huge all over the world, and especially Asia. But they gotta explode more in North America and Europe markets. So if I can help them with inventing their origins to remake it so that people all around the world, might think who was the original user of the dance, and it says Brown Eyed Girls. So what I heard was, after my song was released, the YouTube hits on that Brown Eyed Girls original song increased a lot. So I really want to help my original friends from K-pop in that way too. That's why I did that, remake and reinvent them.
Cool, thanks, Psy. All right, over there at the back, number 2.
Right, guys, hi, welcome back to Singapore. I'm Rice from Korea.com Communications, so it's really good to see you here again. My question is that you've been touring around, you've been talking to lecturers, schools, all the universities that you haven't even met before. What is this as an Asian person to rise on a global platform? Because usually we all see Caucasians on the, face magazine covers, all the headlines. These days, Asia really on the rise. What is your take as an Asian and a Korean yourself? Thank you.
So, I met Jackie Chan last fall, and what he told me was really more than an honor. What he told me was, you inherit me. You are the second kid among the Asian who's doing something in Western culture. So that was really honor. And so so I just won the Billboard Music Award like a couple days ago with the top streaming song. And what I felt was last year I've been in Vegas just for traveling, and 1 year later I was in Vegas to win award. So with just one song, and within 10 months, everything's changes so fast right now. And as a Korean and as an Asian, I'm really proud, to being one of the presenter of Asian country. And most of the North American and all around the Western country, they thought Asians like very calm and charm and silent and good at academic and so on. But there were another kind of Asian who's doing some strange dance move with strange body shape and with strange music. So I just showed them there are variety kind of Asian who's normal and who's abnormal. So I'm really proud to be another kind of Asian to the Western country.
Excellent, thank you. Over here, yes, darling.
Hi, Winona from my paper. So this isn't your first time in Singapore. What's your impression of it so far, and do you have a favorite local dish?
What do you think of Singapore, and do you have a favorite food here in Singapore?
So this is my second time visiting here. What was the place when we been last time? It was seafood restaurant, right? Figure out the name and tell me. So I'm gonna answer the food question later. And Singapore, so this is twice. And first time, when I made a concert, there were a bunch of young kids called from old school. Yeah, and I heard about old school, and that was really touching to me. And I was really poor when I was in school, so when I saw them, I can see my childhood. So I was really impressed and touched because Singapore, I think is really liberal Asian country and leading Asian country because they have that kind of poor at academic but really good at artistic. We should invent that kind of young Asian kids all around the world, and they have old school in Singapore. So I was really impressed Singapore with old school. And what was the restaurant?
We're Googling the restaurant. We'll get to that in a second. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Jumbo seafood.
It's good. All right, over there in the back. Yes, darling.
Hi, Sai. I'm Serene from the Straits Times in Singapore. You were just saying that you were really poor when you were in school. Could you tell me more about who the young growing up Sai was like, and what sort of a role model do you want to be for teenagers who are your fans? Thank you.
So you mean, should I tell more about how poor I was at the school, right? Okay, so So last time when I do the performance, I met that old school kids, old school students, and what I told them was, and actually I really want to tell those kind of like liberal students about, you know, if we are not good at academic, you know, that means not good at academic, but that doesn't mean not good at everything. So that's why I was so impressed with old school, because I was not good at academic though, but you know, I was good at something else, but that something else is not in school. So we gotta, you know, we kind of grown-ups and adults gotta take care of, you know, variety kids. You know, they should have their specialties, but that, you know, sometimes that specialties not exist at school. So we grown-ups gotta think about it, and in that way, old school's really great, I think.
Thank you very much. Hope that answered your question. We got time for one last question, I'm afraid, and that's going down here to number 1.
Hi, Sai. So you have 2 twin daughters, right? How has their lives been affected since you rose to global fame?
Okay. So my twin daughter, my wife was way more popular to them than I am. But last April 13th, that was the day that I released Gentleman worldwide. And at the same time, I did a concert in Korea, and there was like stadium concert, so there was like 50,000 people in Korea, and I sang a song while I'm flying via wire. So what my twin daughter, you know, told, you know, they were like screaming and they were saying, "Wow, Daddy's flying," you know. So after, you know, that moment that I wired all over the stadium sky, and after that concert was done, I, you know, finally beat my wife. You know, my twin daughter really loves me more than their mom right now. So life is not fair, you know. Their mom spent it most of her life to them, and you know, I was flying this country, that country, and literally I just flied once, and they like me more. So that is huge change for me right now.
All right, thank you very much, you guys. My friend, that's, we got one more thing. We're gonna squeeze in one more. We're gonna squeeze in one more question.
Hi, Sai. I'm Sam from Weekend in Magazine. Just like to know what do we have in show for you this tomorrow? Actually, what will you be performing?
So with my new single Gentleman, some people say it is secondary success, and some people say it is not as success as Gangnam Style. But let me be honest, I'm not gonna beat Gangnam Style forever. I cannot beat the song. That song was a literally miracle, and miracle never happens twice. So I'm gonna just get rid of Gangnam Style and leave it as it was, and I gotta move on. I cannot live with Gangnam Style forever. So, which means, so regarding this new single Gentleman, I really appreciate Singapore, because Singapore was the one of, you know, most hottest country for this song. So tomorrow, that's gonna be first official performance with my new single Gentleman as well. So, you know, it's kind of payback time to Singapore, that all the supports they gave to me, you know, I'm giving back to them. That's gonna be tomorrow. So I'm gonna sing a song called Gentleman, but I'm not gonna be a gentleman on the stage for Singapore. Okay.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. The Gentleman with the Gangnam Style. Mind you, don't forget, he's going to be performing on Friday night as well. You don't want to miss that. That is Psy. Thank you very, very much. Psy, ladies and gentlemen.